Home is a high-rise new building in the heart of Clerkenwell, a spacious one-bed penthouse apartment with floor-to-ceiling windows and panoramic views of the city skyline, rented to him for the tidy sum of £2,500 a month. The flat is roasting when he gets in. He forgot to switch off the underfloor heating before he left for work, and it has been on in the empty flat for nearly 48 hours. As he walks unsteadily towards the bedroom, Samir begins to strip off his clothes, grasp jacket, unbutton shirt, unzip fly. He cannot remember the last time he felt this exhausted. But this deal has been particularly brutal. He has regularly stayed in the office past 2 a.m. over the last few weeks, and yesterday evening he didn't make it home, just a quick nap at his desk for an hour before continuing with a double espresso. He stands in his bedroom, naked apart from his boxers. His hackett suit, usually hung up next to neatly lined rows of white shirts immediately after being removed, lies strewn on the floor. Casting a glance at his reflection in the floor-length mirror by his bed, Samir grimaces. He hasn't been to the gym for 2 weeks in a row, and he is certain it shows. His arms seem smaller, his chest softer. His face resembles the pasty colour of his body. It hasn't seen the sun in a long time. Chand ki morat, his mother used to say, the pale face of the moon. He considers using the bathroom. There is a slight pressure in his bladder and he can feel plaque on his teeth. But his body makes the decision for him by collapsing onto the pillowy white sheets of the king-sized bed. He doesn't need to set an alarm. He can go into work tomorrow whenever he wakes up because he has completed a major part of his work stream. For now. Unbidden and unwelcome, the last thing that comes into his mind before he falls asleep is that his mother would be waking up to pray Fajr at this time. It's midday when Samir wakes up. He doesn't remember switching off the heating when he came home, but he must have done because he never made it under the covers and now he is cold. Rubbing sleep from his eyes, he reaches for his phone and takes it with him to the bathroom, reviewing his emails while relieving himself. There is an email in his inbox from Matthew Tenver, the group head, sent at 9:03 that morning, untitled. Sam, let me know when you get into the office. No rush. I know you were here earlier this morning. Deb and I would like to have a chat with you. Matt. Samir stares at the message blankly. Deborah Hayes is the human resources manager. He wonders if they're going to talk to him about the hours he's been working, about his physical and mental health. The firm had a shock 6 months ago when one of the junior associates in their New York office had suddenly died of a heart attack after working a 140-hour week. Samir did not know him personally, but after his death was announced, he'd looked him up on the firm intranet. Michael Pierce. Samir had scrutinized his picture and read his bio, searching for any similarities between them. A black and white snapshot in time, smiling strongly into the camera, goofy teeth showing, thick-rimmed glasses, spiky brown hair. A Yale graduate, Harvard fellow and litigator specializing in antitrust. The announcement had made clear that Michael had an underlying heart condition, but since his death, the firm had rolled out mandatory well-being training for all employees. Michael's death, which had passed through the London office somewhat impassively, had roused an image in Samir's mind of his own mother, dressed head to toe in black, sobbing uncontrollably. But he did not mention the news to her or to the rest of his family. It takes him less than 15 minutes to shower, change and leave the flat. His stomach growls, annoyed at being neglected, and he stops to pick up a coffee from the cafe on the corner of the street. The man behind the counter grins and pretends to check the time. Bit of a late start for you, isn't it? Samir responds with a faint smile, not interested in engaging. Oh well. The man's red face beams as he hands over Samir's latte, winking conspiratorially. It is Friday. Although they don't know each other's names, they know each other well, as Samir stops here nearly every morning for coffee and a bagel. There is rarely food in his house. The flat is less than a 30-minute walk from the office. This Friday is bright and warm for April, and Samir spots a lone cherry blossom tree bursting with spring flowers, steadfast among the concrete as he heads towards the office. For a moment, with the midday sun streaming onto his face, the coffee beginning to work its magic, assisted in its endeavours by the fact he got 7 hours of sleep for the first time in several weeks, and the knowledge that he will not have much to do when he reaches the office, Samir feels content. He is 26 years old, living in the centre of London. He's good at his job and, what's more, he likes it. He earns the kind of salary that allows him to spend money without thinking about it. He has everything he could need. His flat is filled with the latest gadgets, a 65-inch HD television, played through a state-of-the-art surround sound speaker system, the latest iPad Pro lying in a corner of his bedroom, still unwrapped a few weeks after it was delivered, a drone, drunkenly purchased after a night out.